What's the quickest way to add some pop to your grill out? Jalapeno popper burgers, of course. We're going to start by frying up one package of Midamar's halal beef bacon, aka our breakfast beef. Our breakfast beef is hardwood smoked, so it's going to give these burgers the real smoky flavor I'm looking for. If you want to try this for yourself, head to midamarhalal.com and use code YTSHIP for free shipping on one order. Check the description for a link. Now that our halal beef bacon is all crispy, we'll let it cool for a bit and then we'll cut it up to make some bacon bits. You don't want these to be too big though. The last thing you want to crunch into is a huge piece of bacon while enjoying your lovely summer grill out. And we'll toss those in a mixing bowl for now. We can't have jalapeno popped burgers without some diced jalaps. I used 4, but I didn't want these to be too spicy, so I cut them in half, scooped out the ribs and the seeds with a spoon. Removing the seeds will make sure it keeps a little bit of heat but isn't too spicy. After that, we'll cut them into little strippies, rotate them, and give them a little chopping. Something to note here is that I'm wearing gloves, and so should you, because getting jalap juice in your eyeballs is pretty terrible. Do not do that. Combine the bacon with the diced jalapenos, half a cup or 4 ounces of freshly shredded cheddar and pepper jack cheese. Hit it with around a half a tablespoon of pepper, half a tablespoon of coarse salt, 4 ounces of reduced fat cream cheese. You can use full fat, but this is going to have plenty of that, so a little less won't hurt, right? I like to make my burgers with a mix of 80-20 halal ground beef and 93-7 halal ground beef. It gives the burgers a nice flavor while reducing how much it shrinks during cooking. And as you can probably imagine, we're using Midamar's ground beef for this. Get that mixed up in a tiny little mixing bowl, realize that's way too small, then pivot to a larger mixing bowl and mix it up. Once that's done, we'll add in a tablespoon and a half of your favorite hamburger seasoning. Alternatively, you could season this with a combination of garlic and onion powders along with paprika. Around a half a tablespoon each should do it, but adjust to whatever you like. Once it's all seasoned up, we'll pull out around a tablespoon of the burger mixture, make a little mini patty, and fry that up in a pan. Give that a taste once it's cool, and if you like it, then call it good. If not, hit it with a little bit more seasoning and give it another mix. Head back over to your meat cutting board and make some really thin patties. We'll take a small handful of the jalapeno mixture and lay that out on one patty. Grab another thin patty, lay it on top of the first, and kinda squish the edges together to create a sort of meat pita pocket and set it aside. Once those are all squished and squashed, we'll poke some cute little dimples into the burgers. These dimples help to keep the burgers flat while they cook, and nobody wants a curly burger. Come on now. We had a lot of extra when making this, but that's okay because I rolled them in panko, fried them up, and shared them with the rest of the office. If you don't want extra, I suggest doubling the meat. Next, we'll take those out to a hot grill set to medium-high, and we'll grill it on both sides until the thickest point registers 160 degrees. Take those off the grill, cover, and let them rest while we whip up a quick elote salad. To do that, we'll take 2 packages of snowback organic corn. You can pick these up at the link in the description in addition to all the halal meats used. We're a one-stop shop. Toss in the juice of 1 lime, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 extra large clove of garlic or maybe 3 small ones diced, the zest of 1 lime, 1 tablespoon of coarse salt, half a cup of mayo, I went with low fat but you use whatever you like, and a half a cup of crema. If you can't find that though, you can swap it out for sour cream. Get that all mixed together, then give it a little taste. If you're thinking to yourself, shouldn't that have cotija cheese? You're thinking right, chief! Gotta toss in about a half a cup of cotija, give it a mixin' again, give it a little taste again, and adjust from there. I wanted mine to be a little more limey, so I tossed in the zest of 1 more lime, and the juice from that lime. That addition got the lime flavor where I wanted it to be, but the chili powder became a little too muted. I added another half a tablespoon or so, mixed it up one final time, gave it a taste, and was at last satisfied. So now it's burger assembly time. Now I love my burgers in a variety of ways, but my first favorite is the classic. Ketchup, fried onions, a strip of beef bacon that I didn't cut into bits, and smash it down. But I also wanted to get a little bit silly this time, so we made an experimental burger by using a sesame seed bun, one of our burgers, a couple tablespoons of the elote salad, and that's it. Quite daring with this one, but not too daring. And that's all there is to it. Serve up our jalapeno popper burgers with some elote salad, french fries, some tea, and you're ready for a good grill out. I hope you like this recipe as much as we did, and we'll see you next week with another delicious halal recipe.